Yo, yo, yo. This your boy Hype Fan Eagle representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. You already know, man. Shout out to my first time viewers. Shout out to my last time viewers. Shout out to the people that's viewing this video rather religiously or in passing. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel at Hype Fan Eagle 1. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you got Twitter, subscribe to my Twitter at Hype Eagle 1. You already know, man. It's a little bit we got to talk about today. The Philadelphia Eagles, we hired a new OC and a new DC. In addition to that, I believe that we will be getting rid of our wide receiver coach, and we will be trying to find a new linebacker coach. You know, so that's just some of the news that happened over the week. And other news, some of the linemen came out and started talking about us not running the ball, and they felt like a lot of them, felt like we should have stuck to the run a lot more than we did, and it seems like they were disappointed in the fact that, we were passing the ball a little bit too much, you know what I mean, when we should have stuck to the run. And us as fans, us as content creators, that's all we were saying at the end of the day. That's all we were saying at the end of the day is the fact that, you gotta, you pretty much gotta stick to the run. You know what I mean? That's something that we didn't do. We did not stick to the run at all. You feel me? We did not stick to the run at all. So hopefully we could get that fixed. You know what I mean? We got a new offensive coordinator, new defensive coordinator. Hopefully we could get that fixed. Our new OC is Kellen Moore. He was at two locations, the Dallas Cowboys, and he was with the Chargers last year. For those who don't know, he pretty much schemed up a good game plan when he was with the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much had the most points that season when they had Kellen Moore. He was with Justin Herbert last year. Herbert was hurt for a majority of the season, even though he played, but, he pretty much played injured. With that being said, he still had a top 5, maybe top 7 quarterback. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are laughing about, the hire of Kellen Moore. Listen, to me, I'm 50-50. You had Cliff Kingsbury out there, who I thought would have been I thought it would have been a perfect match. I thought Cliff Kingsbury would have been a perfect match for Jalen Hurts. If you want me to be honest, if you want me to be technically honest, I felt like we rushed the process. I felt like we just pretty much wasted no time in hiring an offensive coordinator and a defensive coordinator. I feel like we wasted no time. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, the defensive coordinator is Vic Fangio, whatever you want to call him. I felt like, you know what I mean? A lot of people have mixed feelings about that. A lot of people are happy because of his defensive philosophy and who came under Vic Fangio and had somewhat of success. A lot of people are not too happy with it because they're saying that his scheme is old school. They're saying that his scheme is old school and it don't work. Put it like this, right? Anything that we got now is better than the number 2 pencil and Sean Desai. Let's keep it $1. Anything that we get right now, even if we got a little bit experience, like, put it like this, we got way more experience at the defensive coordinator than we did last year. You know what I mean? The only reason why coach number 2 pencil got some experience is because he was under Bill Belichick. But look at what happened, under Bill Belichick tree. Look at all the coaches. They weren't successful. So, you know what I mean? Anything that we get now is better than them two. You know what I mean? As far as Brian Johnson, anything that we get now is better than Brian Johnson. I believe that Kellen Moore will be a better offensive coordinator than Brian Johnson. I believe that Kellen Moore will put our offense, will put Jalen Hurts in way better positions to actually move the ball way better than Brian Johnson. I'm going to keep it $1. We may not like the move. We may think that we rushed the process of hiring a new offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. But what we got right now is way better than what we had last year. You know what I mean? And that's just that's my opinion for real. What we got right now is better than what we got what we had last year. I'm going to keep it $1. You know what I mean? It's a lot that we gotta go through, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole rebuilding. Like, yo, just thinking about it. Since 2021, we never had the same since 2020, if you want to keep it $1, we never had the same offensive coordinator and the same defensive coordinator. We always been like shuffling the board a little bit. So that could weigh heavy on the team because now you got to keep learning. You got to keep learning something new every year or every other year, and it's just kind of crazy for real. You know what I mean? You never really get a chance to stick in one system. You know what I'm saying? You never really get that chance. So we'll see how it is. Like I said, man, this whole offseason is pretty much a rebuild, especially on the defensive side. You know what I'm saying? We got to figure out what we're going to do at linebacker. It was reports that Nakobe Dean was pretty much speaking up, saying that, like, yo, he got to redeem himself. You know, he didn't like the fact that he got injured. He didn't like how he went out, and he feel like he got to redeem himself, and rightfully so. You know, you were the linebacker up, and unfortunately, you got injured. You know what I mean? You got injured, so you definitely got to redeem yourself. But this is a year that, you know, we pretty much got to figure things out defensively. You know, we got to figure out what we're going to do on the safety side, the whole back end. We got to figure out if we're going to keep Maddox back there in the safety and keep Kevin Byard with Reed Blankenship. We got to figure that out. We got to figure that out. We got to figure out our cornerback situation. Are we going to eat that dead money on James Bradbury? Are we going to eat that dead money on James Bradbury? Are we going to let James Bradbury walk? We got to figure that out. We got to figure that out, you know what I mean? What we going to do with Darius Slay? Are we going to restructure, you know, well, I think which we did, Jason Kelce, but is he going to come back? Who are we going to have to replace Brandon Graham if he doesn't come back, and Fletcher Cox? You know what I'm saying? Who is the next man up? We got to figure that out. We got to figure that out, yo. You know what I mean? So this is about to be a long, long offseason. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers is in the Super Bowl. I listen, a lot of people don't want to watch the Super Bowl. A lot of people aren't interested. They may watch it, but they aren't interested because we pretty much know who we wanted to see for real. We wanted to see Baltimore and Detroit. We wanted to see Baltimore and Detroit. Unfortunately, that didn't pan out the way it should have panned out. You know what I mean? Both teams fumbled the bag. Both teams fumbled the ball, literally. And yeah, bro, like it's Kansas City, and honestly, at this point, you can't even hate on Patrick Mahomes, but I'm about tired of seeing him because, as somebody mentioned on Twitter, it's like seeing the Belichick, it's like seeing the Patriots era all over again. At some point, you start to get tired of him. You start to hate on him a little bit. You know what I mean? You start to get tired of him and everything like that. It's like seeing the Patriots dynasty all over again. You feel what I'm saying? But as far as the Philadelphia Eagles, man, we got to figure this out, man. We got a long off season. Like I said, I feel like we rushed the coaching hire, but it's better than what we had last year. It's better than what we had last year. Let's keep it $1. It's definitely better than what we had last year. You know, we got to figure this out, man. Until more news, man, you know what I mean? It's your boy, Hype Fan Eagle, representing the Philadelphia Eagles by way of New Jersey. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, so you will be notified when we go on live. You already know, man. Damn, I need some chapstick. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. I definitely need some chapstick. Your boy, Lips says, why? Gang, gang.